Hi folks, this is Mike with Eminent Precision Painting. This channel is dedicated to showing you what the pros know so you can do it yourself. Today's video, we're going to show you guys how we paint trim with an airless sprayer. For that, stay tuned. But before you do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Here we go, guys. Alright guys, so like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, we're going to be spraying some exterior trim. This is a stain package slash paint package. We're going to be spraying this exterior trim because the guys want to go ahead and put the siding up and we want to go ahead and have it painted. Then the homeowner or the trim people will just touch it up after the fact, after they've actually hung it. As mentioned also, we are going to be using this little Graco 390 here. I'll show you guys how to load it up real quick, but if you want better instructions on how to load it up, I do have a video and I'll post that link in the corner or in the video description. All right folks, so we've got our airless here. You're gonna want to find yourself a power cord. I'm plugged into the wall right there, as you can see. First thing you want to do before you do anything else is go back to the back of your airless or wherever your power switch might be and just make sure it's in the off position. You can probably see right there, it's off before you plug it in. So you want to go ahead and plug your airless in, of course. This is your pickup tube. And what you're going to want to do is, this one looks like it has some issues, but what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to stick this in your paint, okay? This is your prime valve or prime tube, and this is to get any of the air out of the system. So we're going to go ahead. This is paint's been matched to the existing trim, so we're going to go ahead and stick our intake tube there. And there's water already in this system. This is a trash bucket. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make sure we're in the prime position, which is generally down on these things. We're gonna make sure our pressure is all the way in the lowest setting. Put it in prime, turn it on. See here, when we crank up, it doesn't take a lot of pressure. Now we're gonna run the water that's in this airless, we're gonna run it until we see paint. And there we go. And you notice it was spitting there. That's all the air coming out of the airless itself. So now we're going to want to put that there. And now we're going to do the same thing. Take this tip off. We're going to do the same thing with this one. But before we do, we're going to have to switch from our prime position to our spray position. Go ahead and pull your trigger first, because you don't want built up pressure in there, and then squeeze it and it's just going to splash all over the place. So now we're going to crank the pressure up till we get red paint. All right, now that we got some red paint going through there, we want to spray some. And what I'm doing here is I'm making sure all the water is completely out of it. All right, because you don't want to go spraying something and it's so watered down that it runs everywhere. So now our airless is set up. And we are ready to go. I'm using a 415 or a 414 fine finish low pressure tip. I find these save on paint. This is a Rack X and this is a Rack X guard. So we're just going to screw this guy on like this. Make sure your tip's in there. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and crank my airless up a tiny amount. And if you look right here on these Graco Airlesses, I generally go between there's a little deal here that says low pressure. I go between the W and the P. And what we can do is we can run over here real quick on our little scrap piece. See the spray fan pattern? That's kind of what you're looking for. You want it to blend out and not have any lines on the top. Call those fingers. So we're ready to go between the W and the P. And now I'm going to show you guys how we set up and spray this trim. Okay guys, so we got our pressure set. We got our tip and our guard put on. We're in the spray position. So one of the first things you're going to want to do is, see how this trim's a little dirty? You're just going to want to wipe it down with a cloth or a brush. And you don't want to spray over any dirt. See how that dirt's coming off there. And you know, if you're just an average homeowner, you can do this. It's no big deal. You can rent an Airless at Sherwin-Williams for, I don't know, 100 and something bucks. But nevertheless, you can do this if you want to spray your trim at home. It's don't get intimidated. It can be done. So generally we have a bigger room in the back, and we would have all these set out on sawhorses and we'd spray them all at once. But if you're a do-it-yourselfer and you know it's a smaller scale project, just grab yourself some 5-gallon buckets or whatever it might be, and I'll show you guys how we spray this stuff out. Okay, so you're never going to want to start and stop on your actual material. Okay, and what I mean by that is you're going to want to start out here, squeeze the trigger, get it going, and then you kind of fan off. You see? So see there? Do the other side. There we go. Make sure you get your sides. See how even in the middle I'm starting up here. See there? Make sure you get your sides. Start off. And you want to go with a pretty fast motion. I would err on the side of faster than slower, because if you get slower, you're going to get a ton of buildup. If you go too fast, it'll be light like this. See there how it's really light? All right. So then you know you just need to slow down just a tad bit. And if it's too light also, you can go back and look at it and make sure you got everything covered. And hit it with another one. One of the advantages of having this laying flat is it's less apt to run. So don't be afraid. Just make sure you go fairly quick. And there you go. Come over here. Check your other side, good and covered. Alrighty guys, and that's how we spray exterior trim. If you guys want, I could show you how to, actually what I'll do is I'll put a video up on how to clean this up. I'll put the link in the description. I actually already have a video on how to field clean these and or shop clean them. So, alright folks, that's how we paint exterior trim before it goes up. Hopefully this video was informative. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll answer them. Until next time, see you.